We are ranking 10 World Cup performances. So dominant, the stat sheets still look like typos. Finals hat tricks, 5-goal eruptions, 60-meter dribbles past defenses, and a goalkeeper so immovable, he won an award meant for strikers. Goals, assists, dribbles, conversion rates. Every entry earned its spot by what happened on the pitch. Some picks will start arguments. Number 10 begins with a volley so absurd, it won its own global award. In 10th place, James Rodriguez announced himself to the world with a volley so outrageous, it picked up the Puskás Award before the ball even hit the net. Facing Uruguay in the 2014 round of 16, Rodriguez chested the ball outside the box, turned, and unleashed a left-footed rocket that crashed in off the crossbar. That goal wasn't just for the highlight reels. It opened the scoring in a knockout match, set Colombia on course to their first ever quarterfinal. Few have ever hit a ball cleaner on the biggest stage. 50% of his World Cup knockout matches featured goals. Try finding a better efficiency rate for a debutant. Not bad for a guy who started the tournament as a relative unknown and finished it as a household name. Number 9. Paolo Rossi's hat trick against Brazil in 1982 is the stuff of World Cup legend and Italian redemption. Coming into the match, Rossi had not scored in the tournament and was fresh off a 2-year ban, but in just 17 second-half minutes, he put 3 past the most feared team on the planet. 4 shots, 3 goals, clinical finishing at its purest against a side many still call the best team never to win a World Cup. Each goal was a dagger. The first, a poacher's finish. The second, a cool strike on the break. The third, a predatory scramble that sent Brazil packing. Rossi's performance did not just win the match, it flipped the bracket, eliminated the favorites, and gave Italy the momentum to lift the trophy. For pure giant-killing drama and knockout impact, few have ever swung a tournament so completely and with so few touches. 8th place, Oleg Salenko's 5-goal blitz against Cameroon in 1994 remains the World Cup's ultimate statistical outlier. In just 48 minutes, Salenko turned a dead rubber group match into his personal shooting gallery, scoring 5 times from 7 attempts, an efficiency rate that would make even the most ruthless strikers jealous. No one before or since has managed 5 in a single World Cup game. The goals came in every flavor, including a penalty, a poacher's finish, a volley, a header, and even a long-range strike for good measure. Russia were already heading home, but Salenko left with the Golden Boot and a record that has outlasted every era of football tactics. It is the kind of performance that makes you double-check the box score. 5 goals in 1 match, still unmatched nearly 3 decades later. Number 7. Oliver Kahn's 2002 World Cup campaign redefined what it means for a goalkeeper to dominate a tournament. With an astonishing 88% save rate, Kahn turned shot-stopping into an art form, conceding just 3 goals before the final, despite facing 28 shots on target. Saves, including a reflex stop that left Brian McBride shaking his head. In the semi-final, South Korea's relentless attack found no way past him. Kahn's psychological hold on opponents was so strong, strikers often looked beaten before they even shot. He remains the only goalkeeper to win the Golden Ball, a testament to a run where defense, not attack, stole the spotlight. Number 6. Miroslav Klose's record-breaking night against Brazil in 2014 was not just a footnote in Germany's 7-1 demolition, it was the moment the World Cup's all-time scoring record changed hands forever. With a simple tap and past Julio Cesar, Klose reached 16 World Cup goals, pulling ahead of Ronaldo Nazario and etching his name into the tournament's DNA. But the real stat that sets Klose apart, it took him only 112 minutes per goal across 4 World Cups, a mark of consistency over a decade of high-stakes football. While the 7-1 scoreline stole the headlines, Klose's milestone was a masterclass in longevity, poise, and knowing where to be when history comes calling. Sometimes greatness is about being there at the right time again and again and again. Number 5. Ronaldo Nazario's 2002 World Cup run is the ultimate redemption arc, capped by a final that reads like a Hollywood script. After 2 years lost to knee injuries and doubts he'd ever play again, Ronaldo stormed back to lead Brazil with 8 goals, including an absurd 57% conversion rate in knockout games. The crowning moment came in Yokohama, 2 goals against Germany, both after the hour mark, breaking open a tense final and sealing Brazil's 5th title. The second was a cool, side-footed strike that left the world's best keeper rooted. No player since has come back from so much adversity to dominate a tournament so completely that turned a nation's pain into pure joy. Number 4. Diego Maradona against England in 1986 is football's ultimate paradox, a match that gave us both the most infamous handball in history and a solo goal so outrageous it is now simply called the goal of the century. In just 4 minutes of the second half, Maradona wrote himself into legend, first by punching the ball past Peter Shilton with the slyest of grins, then by picking up the ball 60 meters from goal, dribbling past 5 England players. 12 out of 13 dribbles completed, a run that covered 2/3 of the pitch, and a 2-1 victory that sent Argentina to the semifinals. What is wild, Maradona's second goal included 11 touches in 11 seconds. Try that at home. The performance was not just about skill, it was a psychological masterclass, turning a quarterfinal into a cultural flashpoint and setting the stage for a World Cup run that would define his career. No moment in World Cup history is more dissected, debated, or replayed. One half divine, one half diabolical, and all Maradona. Coming to the top 3, Geoff Hurst's display in the 1966 World Cup final stands alone in tournament history. No one else has ever scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final, and Hurst picked the perfect moment, Wembley on July 30th, the stakes as high as they get. His first goal, a sharp turn and finish in the 18th minute, leveled the match and set the tone for a back-and-forth classic, but it is the second that lives in football folklore. In the 101st minute, Hurst's shot rattled the underside of the crossbar, bounced down, and the linesman signaled goal, a decision still debated over pints and highlight reels. With West Germany chasing the game, Hurst capped it off in the dying seconds of extra time, sprinting clear and smashing home his third as fans poured onto the pitch. England's only World Cup title rests on this feat, a combination of clinical finishing, relentless energy, and a little help from the woodwork. In an era when shots per game were scarce and defenses packed tight, Hurst's hat trick was not just rare, it has never been repeated, and remains the defining act of World Cup finals mythology. In second place, Kylian Mbappe's 2022 World Cup final performance is pure adrenaline, a hat trick on football's biggest stage, delivered with the kind of speed and swagger that makes history feel like it is unfolding in real time. Down 2-0 to Argentina after 79 minutes, Mbappe ignited the comeback with a penalty, with the composure of a player twice his age. When the world was bracing for Messi's coronation, Mbappe struck again in the 118th minute, smashing home his third to force penalties. No player has ever scored 3 non-penalty goals in a World Cup final, and Mbappe's 10 shot-creating actions set a new record for the fixture. His top sprint clocked in at 37 kilometers per hour, faster than most defenders' nightmares, and the first to do it in the modern era with the weight of an entire nation riding on every touch. For 120 minutes, Mbappe was the storm at the heart of the greatest final in World Cup history, unstoppable, uncatchable, and unforgettable. Only the cruel lottery of penalties kept this from being the ultimate World Cup performance. And finally, in first place, Lionel Messi's 2022 World Cup run is the masterclass that redefines what it means to carry a nation. Over 7 matches, Messi racked up 7 goals, 3 assists, and a staggering 32 shot-creating actions, blending artistry with cold, surgical efficiency. His heat maps tell the story, dropping deep to dictate play, popping up on the right to split lines, then ghosting into the box at the precise moment Argentina needed him. In the final, he scored twice. First, a nerveless penalty in the 23rd minute, then a poacher's finish in extra time that seemed to will the trophy into Argentina's hands. Golden Ball was not just a trophy, it was a coronation, with the voting margin as wide as the Rio de la Plata. No player in World Cup history has combined goals, assists, and shot-creating actions at this level, across every stage and every opponent. Messi's 2022 is not just a highlight reel, it is the ultimate answer to football's biggest question: who truly owned the World Cup when it mattered most? Across all 10 World Cup masterclasses, one thing stands out. On football's biggest stage, raw numbers such as goals, assists, and dribbles become legend when delivered under the brightest lights. These performances prove that even in a team game, one player's brilliance can tilt history. Greatness isn't just seen, it is measured.